yzmz Ozirh Hsz Ozbnvm Nfilm Ryorh Lhg. Between a little before 8 p.m. and 9:33 p.m., I performed the ritual out here that had something of a trance that completely wore off as far as I could tell by 10:17 p.m. when I felt the last of it. And by that I mean that was the complete end of all the little euphoric wipes and any feeling of the eyes or anything like that. But I return here where I closed after relating the experience with the green, yellow, and black verses and the pact, you could say, Yokra Nfilm Weedber Weenchum Weeyammer. May it become our flesh, may it become our blood, and holding no regret of what we've become and what we're becoming. I related that with the green verses, I felt that storm of euphoria that wiped away all pain, leaving me feeling throbby, wrapped as if in a warm blanket, but a bit of warmth pouring out of my eyes, temples, and ears. And in the sky, kind of varied in color, like the evening. It has its red glow, and then it's kind of not so dark glow, then it's fully dark glow until you have no more horizontal lines of twilight. That sort of way of coloring of bigger patches, not like confetti or whatever that I shared earlier in this atmosphere that was also present in what one had here in sort of a lineal way, but not completely, like that. Some, kind of oscillated a bit on the way up. On top of that came the experience with the yellow verses, and the yellow verses, I also had these moments where I couldn't smell the rose, I couldn't hear the sounds of the forest at night and that sort of stuff. But the sense of power built up, and there was more burst, flash sort of bits, but it felt like things were moving about, but particularly over on my skin. I felt that, like you pay attention in during a hexagram or a pentagram ritual, and the thing you're tracing over you. That sort of thing was going on. Now, and there was a pressure kind of from above, but it became a complete strong pressing down when, like, out of the sky, sort of consolidating from like there to there was this being that joined me just to my right, like this huge thing. It had a mouth. It didn't really have lips to the mouth. You know what I mean? Like there's teeth. It was like I don't know, but it was like some like not really a fence or anything like that, but it was like grouped together. I guess if you turn to the Goetia, I would say it was a salos or sigil or sort of thing being, but this thing joined me. It joined me on my right side. It was like wooden and metal. It was like a fire being. So I'm not saying that it was like really wood or metal, but this is the way I'm describing it, like one of those weird statues that people come up with. But yeah, like a bunch of sticks and metal lumps and stuff together kind of remind you like a deer. But this thing joined me in the ritual. It's kind of interesting. And there were sounds I can't quite describe.